Hello everybody, my name is Ratnos. Welcome to my Great Vault video. It might be the last Great Vault video for a while, maybe even the season, maybe just next week, maybe not at all, I don't know. I'm not sure how many keys I'll do next week, but we're starting to take weeks off of raiding, starting with this week, so not going to have anywhere near as many Great Vault slots next week as I do this week. Now this week at least we've still got quite a few, 2 Mythic raid slots here on my prop Paladin, who doesn't really need anything, but a Chrombustible bomb suit would be nice. Other than that, a tertiary would be nice. Okay, yeah, I could get a mastery heavy necklace if I wanted that for some reason, which I don't. So I guess we'll take the sockets. I guess this is not sockets, but this is probably just a few thousand gold, because I think this guy, yeah, does not need any sockets at all. So, all right, a little bit of gold. That's okay. Yeah, this character is really pretty much full build. Just need a few other trinket options, which I can buy with my dinars. All right, here's my Death Knight. The only thing it's missing is a good Jaster Diamond, and I won't be seeing one of these in this vault because I still haven't killed Gallywix on this guy. That'll probably be a few weeks from now. So a tertiary would be nice. Reverb Radio or the Dump Mech Compactors. Do I have Myth Track gloves? I think I do. Yeah, I moved my craft into that slot. So I don't need those. I guess I could have this be my off piece and then move my craft again to something like boots. Is that even good? I mean, this is haste heavy. That's probably better than a reverb radio. I don't think I really need one of those. I guess this is maybe a pretty decent one for yeah, let's just pick up the trinket. Let's just pick up the trinket in case we want that. I can always get a stupid plate off gloves whenever I want them, but trinket may be a little bit harder to pick up, and who knows, this might be good randomly at some point, I don't know. All right, Demon Hunter, we'd really like Styx pants here. I don't know if it's these ones, but there are pants, I think, from Styx that are pretty good that on the myth track I'd like. Other than that, a good ring would be nice. I'm not sure I've killed any bosses. Oh, there is the boss, the necklace that's in my loot pool. Okay, we've got bracers. Don't really want those. A House of Cards. This is potentially good for Havoc, maybe? I don't know, but yeah. Don't really need any of these things. Don't need a socket on this character either. I guess I'm just going to go with the House of Cards, because I don't really want to move my craft anywhere out of my bracers. My bracers looks like I already am going to need to move a craft away from this belt when the Delve belt comes out. So yeah, let's just take the House of Cards. You never know if you're going to want one of these things. I don't know. You never know if at the start of next season, Blizzard's going to look at Vengeance DH Mastery and be like, oh, we want that to be actually pretty good. And they buff Vengeance DH Mastery by 30% or something. And then House of Cards is good for 3 hours at the start of Season 3. And then all of a sudden, we look back, 3 months in the past, and my decision to take this House of Cards ends up being genius. Could happen. All right, here's my Monk. My Monk actually only did 2 bosses of Mythic and then 2 bosses of LFR to fill out my dinars, something that I likely will be doing on more of my characters this week since we're taking a week off of raiding. The ring or the weapon from One Armed Bandit are the main things I'm looking for here. Oh, there's an LFR crowd favorite. Ooh. Or bracers, which I don't really need. Or tier gloves. Now, tier gloves are something that I don't really need even for transmog, because I got a lot of veteran track stuff that I can catalyze, so I don't think I'm going to go with that. I'm kind of thinking I'll go with the crowd favorite. That's a pretty cool coloration of it. Do I need a socket on this character? Nope. All right, yeah, we'll take the crowd favorite. Little transmog selection here. I know there are the fake dinar things that you can use to buy weapon transmogs, but I don't think I'm going to have enough of these across my account to buy everything, so I'm pretty happy to take 2 appearances that way, because I'll get the other one when I level it up to normal as well. So, wow, LFR dub. All right, here's my warrior. I think it's fair to describe this character as actually being full build. Oh no, I still need a Jaster Diamond. I'm going to dinar one of those this week and replace. The problem is I'm going to have to replace one of my great rings. I really like both of these. 1 haste crit, 1 crit haste ring. But yeah, one of them is going to have to go for the Jaster Diamond. Probably, I guess, the crit haste one. But I already have a lot of haste, so I don't know. But maybe we'll get a tertiary Jaster Diamond here in the vault. No, okay. We've got a haste mastery belt. Oh, that's actually probably worth selecting if I don't need a socket. I guess technically I do need a socket for this heaviest weight title belt, but we know that the Delve belt is coming in 2 weeks' time, so But I guess that is an argument against taking this item too, because we know that the Delve Belt is coming in 2 weeks' time. So either way, I guess it's not something that we want. Yeah, I'm gonna take this belt. So okay, here's my thought process. If somehow the Delve Belt isn't worth wearing, I would rather have this and then throw a socket in it long term. So I'm going to take that, but realistically, it's probably not going to matter because the Delve Belt is a coming, and it looks like that thing is going to be an upgrade for pretty much everybody. All right, here's my Druid. My Druid secured a Gallywix kill last week, so I've dinarred 1 Jaster Diamond, and I will soon be purchasing, I think, can this character use best in slots? I don't remember. Can Druids use maces? Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can, so I probably need to get one of those things. And then I guess an Eye of Kazan or something will be my last one. But maybe. Okay, no. Oh, I'm still in Moonkin Bleed spec, so that's, I guess, something. We could either get this Haste Crit Belt, which again, Delve Belt's coming. It's going to be really annoying on all my leather tanks because I've got these Adrenal Surge clasps that I'm going to have to figure out my crafting around. But yeah, I'm just going to grab the Mug's Moxie Jar. I don't need sockets. And this will be nice if I ever randomly want to play either Moonkin or Resto. And yeah, being Moonkin Loot Spec didn't grief my chances of best in slots or Eye of Kazan, because those are both still on that loot table as well, so it was all good, don't worry. All right, here's my Mage. My Mage is also approaching full build, except for the Trinket situation, which I'm pretty soon going to have all the dungeons on 12 on this guy. I think I'm missing Motherlode. Looks like I'm only missing a Motherlode, and then I'll have all the 12, so I can dinar some dungeon trinkets, I guess, but so that's probably going to be the vibe. Would like some Mythtrack pants, or ideally a Mythtrack chest piece. Oh, Mythtrack pants. All right, can't complain, given that I only made 1 dungeon slot on this character this week. That's a very good outcome. Yeah, I still need to get a chest piece, but... so the chest piece would have been a bigger upgrade, but still very unlikely that we would see an upgrade out of this vault, and we got one, so that's good. All right, here's my Shaman, nearing full build as well. One of my items that's not Mythtrack is a belt. Always a good place to be in with the Delve Belt on the way. Could also still use a socket on this character as well, so there's no way this vault could be bad, but it could be even better with pants. Okay, there's a belt. Ooh, a belt with a socket. This would be good in theory, except the Delve Belt is coming, so I'm gonna take the sockets because the Delve Belt it's gonna be here in 2 weeks' time, I think, so. That's too soon in the future for me to pass up this socket when I need it, because who knows if I'm going to do enough delves the next... I guess I'm going to need to do delves for the Delve Belt, probably, so I guess I'll be getting my vault filled out of those one way or the other, but whatever, I want the socket. All right, here's my Rogue, a tragic victim of having taken a great belt recently, one that I couldn't resist because of the leech. Doesn't really need much else, though, just a chest piece would be... Ooh, Azarok's Resonating Heart. Is this thing good? I don't think this thing is good. I haven't seen anybody using it. But on the other hand, these are all bad, and I don't need sockets, so I guess I'm going to take this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing is bad. I don't know. I don't have to sim it. Again, the only other option is 3,000 gold. And in fact, it's not even 3,000 gold, because I can vendor this for 87 gold, so it would only be 2,913 gold if I took the gold instead of the item. So that's not worth thinking about. All right, another 1 keystone vault coming up here. All the rest of them are 1 keystone vaults. Gloves. Ring. A good ring would be really exciting. A good trinket, although interestingly, a good trinket's kind of the least thing I care about because I can dinar one of those. Oh, gloves. Perfect. That is exactly what the doctor ordered here. That's going to mean... I'm pretty sure the only slot now that I have low eye level is belt, and that's going to get fixed. Rings, so I could craft 1 ring and upgrade this thing to 671. And then trinkets, and this week I'm pretty sure I can dinar... Oh, nope, not this week. Hee. Didn't do my quest last week, so if I do this quest, then the week after I do this quest, I'll have my 3rd chip, so... or if they implement dinar catch-up, and then I go for it in 1 week, but yeah, whatever, doesn't really matter. All right, here's my Evoker. A lot of upgrades actually still for this character that we could pick up. Boots, good rings, necklace. Okay, there's a ring. Yeah, crit mastery ring. I think crit's pretty good for dev. Can't complain about that. Yeah, nice outcome for old Dratnos Traz. I believe my lowest eye level character here at 672, so that's going to be nice. Another one of the characters as well that is Gonna really benefit from the belt upgrade. All right, here's my Warlock. Chest piece. Shoulders, I guess. Shoulders less important. Necklace, although I can just craft that. Brazier. Oh, Hyper Thread wrist wraps. I need this thing on my mage. For if I wanted to play fire. Pretty sure this does absolutely nothing for any of the Warlock specs. None of these things do anything for any of the Warlock specs, I think. So, all right, we'll be taking the tokens of merit. And finally, my Hunter, who I accidentally clicked on before I started talking. But it is a Trash Master's Mantle, which I don't think we want. Don't need sockets either, because this thing is getting upgraded soon. Don't need any of these transmogs either. All right, we're taking 3,000 gold. Yep, you can see why this is probably going to be the last vault video of the season. Just most of the characters don't really have much interesting stuff left, and the amount of vaults that I'm going to be filling is probably going to be going down. So hope you've enjoyed the vault videos this season. If I randomly proc a bunch of passion in a future week, I will make more, but otherwise we will see you in season 3. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.